Here are today's top news happenings and why they matter. The M23 armed group is advancing on strategic zones in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo after taking key two cities the United Nations has warned. UN Security Council members met last evening in hopes of averting the widening conflict in the DRC. Here is the head of the UN peacekeeping mission in the DRC, Bintu Keita, on why this further advancement by M23 is concerning.
The M23's offensive in North Kivu and South Kivu has increased the vulnerability of girls and women to conflict-related sexual violence. Mass displacement. It is imperative that this Council takes urgent and decisive steps to avert a wider regional war.
The same calls have been echoed by DRC Foreign Minister Teresa Kaikwamba.
The time for theoretical debates is over. It is now time to uphold the very principles that define this institution: peace, security, and respect for international law. Standing by silently while civilians are killed is not a solution, and certainly not an African one.
And now let's head to South Africa, where foreign ministers of the group of 20 G20 major economies are meeting in Johannesburg. The wars in the Middle East and Ukraine are expected to dominate discussions. And here is DW's Nontokozo Unu on why this meeting matters.
The foreign ministers of G20 meeting is more than just diplomatic talks. It's a battleground for competing global priorities and a test of whether emerging economies can reshape the global system to better reflect their interests, analysts have said. Emerging economies like South Africa, Brazil, and India are pushing for a broader agenda focusing on restructuring global institutions, climate adaptation, and fairer economic development. Notably, the United States is not sending a high-level representative. The US decision to send only a low-level diplomat while Russia and China send top officials suggests a potential shift in global diplomatic influence. This could allow emerging economies, particularly in the global south, to engage more closely with China and Russia in shaping global policies. Also, with the African Union now a full member of the G20, the continent is pushing for more influence in shaping global policies. South Africa hosting this meeting underlines the increasing importance of African voices in economic and political discussions.
Well, many thanks, Nontokozo, for that. And now to some sports. The draw of the 2024-2025 UEFA Champions League Round of 16 quarterfinals and semi-finals is set to take place tomorrow in Nyon, Switzerland. So who is facing who? With the top 8 teams from the league phase seeded, they will be drawn against knockout phase playoff winners, creating some high-stake matchups. Potential clashes could see Liverpool or Barcelona take on Benfica or Club Brugge, Arsenal or Inter Milan taking on PSV or Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid or Bayer Leverkusen meeting Real Madrid or Borussia Dortmund, Aston Villa or Lille drawn against Paris Saint-Germain or Feyenoord. Now, the draw comes after a dramatic night of action which saw Manchester City and Juventus among the major clubs eliminated from the competition, shaking up the tournament's landscape. Kylian Mbappe's hat-trick against Man City propelled Real Madrid into the Champions League last 16. And that's all we had for you today. Are you interested in in-depth analysis of news happenings? Then why not subscribe to our YouTube channel, DW Africa? Also like and comment on the stories. My name is George Okachi.